Hey everyone, it's Mark from the Done Right Ranch. How you doing? I've been a little sick the last couple days. Haven't been feeling real good, so I'm kind of a little bit under the weather still. But I wanted to actually put this out a few days ago, but I've been sick. Um, but anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on a couple things I got coming up here. A lot of people have been asking about my dog Diesel. He got hit by a car Thanksgiving Eve, and he's actually, I mean, he's going to heal, but he's probably a little bit worse now than he was like last week. So anyway, we'll talk about that, and I got a couple pictures and stuff. So anyway, let's do a quick intro here. I bought some new editing software, and this is my first attempt at this program, and I made this intro, so I hope you like it. But let's do the intro, and then we'll be right back. Okay, that's my new intro, at least for now anyway. As I get better with this new program, I'm sure that I'll do more with it and make it more fun. But anyway, a couple different things here. The first one, I actually sent in for this maybe a month and a half or 2 months ago, and I just got it about 3 weeks ago now, and I've kind of forgot about it, quite honestly. But I went to the Bring It Home ride in October this year. I also went last year too, but obviously we weren't successful. But I sent in to Guinness Book for the certificate, and I have that. So these are the pictures of what that looks like. Quite honestly, it's a little bit cheesier looking than I thought it would be, but it is what it is. It's what they send out. Definitely made my mark. So anyway, the next thing here, and it's a little bit harder on me, is my dog Diesel. Thanksgiving Eve, I had a customer come and pick up a vehicle. I closed at 4 that day. His vehicle had been done for a little over a week, I think. And he showed up at 6 o'clock knocking on my door. But, I still let him in, get him his vehicle, get his money. And kind of in passing, he tells me that he thinks he may have hit my dog out in the driveway because he heard him yelp. And, Diesel's been around. I've had Diesel, the first time I held him, he was 2 weeks old. He came home to me when he was 8 weeks old, and he's been around the shop and the cars and semis pulling in and UPS and customers and wreckers. And, he does get closer than I like at times, but he's pretty aware, and he stays the hell out of the way. And as long as people aren't driving erratically or fast in my driveway, I do have kind of a long drive, and then parking area in the back. He's pretty good. This guy never really cared for Diesel, I don't think. Whenever he came over to drop off his vehicle, Diesel would come up to him. He always just kind of wanted to shove him away. So I can't help but thinking that he did it somewhat on purpose, maybe steered towards him a little bit while he was going to try to scare him. And, it was 6 o'clock, so it was dark, so he may have caught Diesel off guard. I'm not really sure what happened. So, but he's 8 years old, and like I said, he's been around vehicles forever. But these are some of the wounds that, some of them have healed, and some of them he's still having trouble with. He had some cuts inside his mouth. He had a cut here on the side of his nose. He had some wounds on the top of his head. The ones on the top of his head, he keeps, I had a cone on him, but God, I hate doing that to him. Um, but you can see there's still, he rubs them a little bit. They're getting better, but he still, from time to time, I'm sure it itches them and stuff. So he's still got the wound there on the top of his head there. And a couple things that I'm really upset about is, I don't know if you can tell in this picture or not, but he's going to be blind, and well, he is blind in his right eye. He's got cornea separation, and the eye is damaged. I'm not real sure what's going to happen with that yet, if it's going to have to be removed. I don't really know. And then you can see in this picture here that he's lost a tooth from it. When it first happened, I didn't really notice that. I don't know if it's fell out since, but when it first happened, when I went to feed him, I had to give him just soft food for a few days. He wanted to eat and he was hungry, but he actually would whine while he was eating, so it was hurting him to chew. So I gave him soft food for a bit, so, he did have some cuts inside his mouth too. But I'm just sick about it. I really love that dog, and for him to go through this pain and to be blind, and it's really hard for me to deal with on it. So, I don't have any kids, so Diesel is my kid, and I love him like he's my kid. I'd take him to all the events with me and stuff, but quite honestly, he's super hyper. And he's a golden retriever, and those of you that have had golden retrievers, you know that they are just starved for attention. They just, man, you just can't give them enough attention. So I leave them at home when I go, and I have several different people stopping in at different times of the day. Mainly my sister comes in and feeds them and takes care of them, although I have to get somebody else when we go to Bike Week because they go with me there. So anyway, that's the update on Diesel, and those of you that have asked about him, I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me to know that other people care about my dog too, so yeah, it's tough. This weekend, today's Thursday I'm thinking the 19th, yeah, today's Thursday the 19th that I'm filming this. I'm hoping to get this on the air tomorrow, Friday. Saturday we're going up to Frankenmuth to film the Christmas lights and stuff up there. I mean, you talk about the North Pole in Michigan. This place gets pretty lit up. So it's pretty cool, but we're going to go up there tomorrow and film that, or not tomorrow, Saturday, and film that. I'm hoping in January, for winter, for me it's been a little bit too cold, but if you're a guy that likes winter, it's been not the greatest winter so far. We haven't really had much snow. It hasn't been super cold, although it has dipped down into single digits a couple times, at night. So, but right now I'm kind of waiting for snow to hit. I want to go to the UP and get some footage up there of some of the things that when they're frozen, like Tequamanon Falls and a couple other different things up there. The Sioux Locks. So I want to do that, but in March, I'm going obviously to Bike Week down in Daytona, and I'll be doing a video of that. That's I think I've got 2 weeks scheduled for that. I think the rally is 10 days or something, maybe. I think it's like a weekend and then a week with the following weekend too, if I remember right. So anyway, going to go to that down in Daytona. Those of you who are looking on YouTube and stuff, check out Frosty8415. He's the guy I've been kind of YouTubing a little bit back and forth with, and he lives right in that area, so I'm going to go visit him while I'm down there, and hopefully we'll do a video together. But there's another thing that I'm doing a couple weeks after I get back from Daytona, and I kind of want to keep it a secret because I'm sort of excited about it. It's actually, when it comes out, it could be, a lot of parts. You know, I don't like to go more than 20 minutes on a video, although I have a few times, but you know, there's definitely a loss of interest after a while, and you know, not to mention it takes a lot of internet to get that big of a video on. So anyway, I don't like to go more than 20 minutes, so I don't know, this thing that I'm going to be doing, it could be in 20 parts. I'm not really sure. I'll find out when I film it, but I'm going to be filming it on several different days, actually. Part of it, when I go to Daytona, I'm going to film part of it, and it's got nothing to do with Daytona Bike Week, but I'm going to be driving by a certain area. And then on the way back, I'm going to be filming a different thing, and these are all related. And then when I get back from Bike Week, I think it's around the 15th or the 16th. I'm not really sure. Probably can look here real quick. Let's see, March. Yeah, Bike Week. My trip is the 5th to the 15th. Or no, actually, I think that's what Bike Week is. So I'll be leaving a little bit earlier, getting back maybe around the 17th or so. And then I've just got almost 3 weeks, and I'm going on another 8-day trip, which is related to the stop down and the stop back. And, you know, that 8 days is me leaving till the day I get back. But I also have a stop on the way down to film another part of it. And then when I get to where I'm going, I actually have VIP tickets, so I'll be able to get some really good footage and some things that I probably wouldn't be able to get if I didn't have the VIP tickets. And I'm really, I gotta say, I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna try to keep my mouth shut about it because I do want it to be a surprise. But I think that, I mean, I know I'm excited about it, and I hope you will be too. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and then you'll be sure to get my surprise there. Also too, in June, I think it is, the Detroit Auto Show usually is in February, but for some reason they've moved it to June this year. So I'm going to get that, you know, and then other things too. So, but anyway, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hopefully you've seen some content that you like. Give me that thumbs up. And, you know, I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. I hope that you do, and I hope your New Year's is everything that you want it to be, and that next year is going to be your best year ever. So, you know, I'm hoping that for me, and I'm hoping that for all of you too. So anyway, until the next video, which should be Frankenmuth after this weekend, you know, I work alone. I don't have an editing crew or anything, and Christmas is this week. So hopefully I will get that all out this coming week, and then we'll see you on the next video. Until then, Merry Christmas.